recap as a team leader at Real episode 2. So this week was a really fast-paced week. Our team now has 15 deals under contract, which is a lot, right? It's fast-paced for April, I guess, right? But I'm pretty pleased with that. 15, they're happy, they're excited. I'm hoping that we can end the month at 25. That would be really good for a team of our size. We did have to navigate a few difficult things from those deals. I'll give you an example. One was there was an issue with a septic tank, and it was going to delay the closing by over 2 weeks to get it repaired. And the problem was that the buyer of the home needs to move out of their house before then because they found black mold. So they don't have the luxury of waiting 2 weeks. So we have to close. So what do? It's difficult, I have found, to close deals when there's a repair that's outstanding, because what we've seen in the past is you have a seller say they're going to pay the contractor, right? And then inevitably the contractor puts in a change order, and all of a sudden the pricing's different, right? And now who's going to pay for that? Now there's this dispute after close of escrow. Or we actually had one case where the contractor just poof, disappeared, took the money, ran, never did anything, right? So that was kind of no good, right? So what we ultimately came up with as a solution is we did an amendment to the contract, being really clear. The seller was going to hire the contractor. The start date was here. The completion date was here. The contractor payment was going to be held into with escrow until the job was completed and buyer signed off stating they were in agreement that the job was created. And that way we could close in time, but the buyer was protected and the seller was protected, and we kind of looked ahead at any potential issues and solved it. So that took a lot of energy to figure out the language for that, right? Because we're not lawyers, but at the same time we need to make sure that our buyers and our sellers are taken care of, right? So after that, our focus shifted to Zillow. We have a target that we want to hit each month. This month, Zillow preferred target is 9 deals. So at 9 deals, that's basically 2.5 each week. And we started the month slow. I think with interest rates rising with the war, it kind of made some of our clients hesitant initially. So the month started slow. And as of like Thursday, we only had 2 of the 9 done. So I was getting a little nervous there. We had a chat with our team. We worked through the challenges that they were having on the different situations with their clients. And ultimately by the end of Friday, by Friday night, we went from 2 to 4. So we're now 4 of the 9 that we need. So obviously we have to push a little harder, right, over the next few days to get over the hump so that we are on track to hit that target. So part of being a team leader is analyzing this data. It's not sexy stuff, right, looking at data, but it's really important to know where we're at so that we can talk through the issues in advance before there's a problem. If we wait till the end of the month, it's too late to fix it, but we're in the middle of the month, so we still have time to fix it. Really exciting. Probably one of the funnest parts of my job as a team leader is we got to onboard 2 new team members, right? So Dimitri and Kyle signed up with us. They're brand new agents, and they have a lot going for them. I am very confident that they're going to be very successful in this business. So they were excited to come. They've been in the office all week learning the tech, getting signed up with the local association and MLS and all the things that new agents do. So that was really the highlight of the week for me, honestly. The other thing that was kind of fun is I put on a tuxedo and Megan put on a fancy dress, and we went to the Sacramento Association of Realtors Masters Club award ceremony. Think of it like a top producers club. The top 10% are part of this club, and it was a lot of fun being dressed up. We had appetizers, and the food was just phenomenal. The caterer just did an amazing job, and all of the incoming officers were installed, and I was one of them. I am now the president-elect of the Masters Club, so I'm super excited to be in that role, super honored, and it's going to be a really fun year working with our new president, and Karen Berkovitz, and working with our treasurer, secretary, Bree Singh, and of course our immediate past president, Jason Habib. So I'm super excited about that. We had a lot of fun. It's always kind of cool to get to dress up nice. And the club raises funds for charities, local charities. So it's a really good cause on top of being on top of being a top producer, recognized as a top producer. So that was really cool. And then on another note, I think a lot of people think team leaders don't actually sell real estate. And I guess there are team leaders out there that don't. I personally do. My personal view on it is I want to work with clients that are past clients and referrals and people in my sphere of influence. I don't like to compete with my agents for some of the team leads that come in, so I do my best to hand those leads to them so they don't feel like I'm cherry picking. So I really focus my energy on doing, say, 10 to 20 transactions a year with past clients and personal referrals, or new clients that find me on social media. But I just try to avoid competing with my agents for the leads that come into the team. Anyway, I was super excited because a past client referred me a new client. They're coming in town from a different state. They come in about an hour. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm hopping in the Jeep, gonna get some gas, go and pick them up, and we're gonna go look at houses, look at different neighborhoods. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I like doing this, and I think it's important that team leaders do, because it's really hard to be a trainer where you're training your agents if you're not out there in the field experiencing what they're experiencing, if you don't have your finger on the pulse of the market. So doing 10 or 20 deals a year lets you stay involved, lets you know what's going on with the forums, lets you know what's going on with the market. So I like to spend my time doing that. Those are the basics for this week. Another fun week. It's spring. We have nice weather. I'm really happy about that, although I hear it might rain in the next couple of days. So I think my feeling is going into late spring or early summer, I think it's going to be a good year. I really feel like 2026 is going to be a step up from 2025. It may not be perfect, right? Rates might not be 5%. They might be 6 or 6.5%, but it's a really balanced market where buyers are able to get a fair deal, sellers are able to get a fair price. So I'm super positive going into late spring, and I'll see you all next week.